All right, so it's live. So let me just wait to see it show up on the screen. So we have 6 people watching. All right, so yeah. Okay, I need to mute this because I'm hearing myself. All right, yeah. So what's up, guys? This is Mark from Destiny. I fucking finally made it live. What's up, Tassim? What's up, Morocco Daddy? So yeah, this is Tyler.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So
Dropship Tyler here.
yeah, this is Dropship Tyler. Those of you guys who've been on my channel for a while, how come no links? You're not seeing links in the yeah. So in the description there's a link to Tyler's video, link to Tyler's channel, there's a link to his course, there's a code, but we have links. What's up, Phelps? So Tyler's been on my channel. We'll answer some questions in a while. Tyler's been on my channel before. Tyler's been in Nicaragua. Hopefully he'll be back in Nicaragua February with the rest of the guys. When Tyler was here, you had quit your job. You were making like 20 or 30 grand a month. People didn't believe it. So let me just say something about Tyler, right? So Tyler's course is about automation. Tyler has been able to automate his business. When we tried, hold on.
If you want to talk with the
I'm live in like 30 minutes.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. So Tyler, we tried to do this video. Like what day? When did we try to do Tyler? Friday.
Try to do it Friday. We tried to do it Saturday. We've been trying to do it for a while.
For a while.
We
And
finally
Tyler was
I finally got you, so we're good.
yeah. So Tyler was fishing on Friday, so I wanted to do it. I was talking to my girlfriend and blew her off as soon as I saw this notification. Good job. So I wanted to do this video on Friday when I'm not getting a Bugatti. I'm getting a Bentley. Like I can't a Bugatti. I don't have Bugatti money. I wanted to do this video with Tyler on Friday when he was fishing because Tyler is one of the so we have how to explain this. Like I admire a lot of the guys who has been able to automate their business and like just make money on autopilot. Obviously, put in a couple hours a week. But yeah, Tyler, just introduce who you are again. Tell the whole story, guys. We'll answer some questions in a sec after. Tyler and I will just talk about the shit.
Yeah, so again, I have a YouTube channel. I go by Dropship Tyler. I visited
Link in the
Mark.
description.
Yeah, I saw that. The links are in there for the person that said they're not. But yeah, so I went and I visited you last year. It's almost been a full year now. I visited in January of this year, actually,
Yeah.
2018. So it's almost been a full year. In January it will be. And yeah, had a blast. Got on your YouTube channel, learned a little bit about like, how you work your YouTube channel, all the employees you have, everything like that. Great experience. The way I actually met Mark, though, was through Matt Gambrell, and that's kind of how I got into eBay dropshipping. I saw a screenshot I want to say it was early December of 2016, and I saw a screenshot of Matt Gambrell's sales on Amazon. Did like $250,000 like amongst 5 accounts on Cyber Monday. And after that, I messaged him and I said, what are you doing? How are you doing this? He just responded back, drop shipping, very vague. At the time, at the time, I didn't really realize how all this works. If you put yourself out there, you're getting messages every day from people
For
like,
no
help me.
reason.
Yeah, so like, help me. Can you answer this question, that question? Someone who's doing $250,000 in a single day is already experienced enough to the point where they don't want to help someone who's like brand new. And Matt and I, we weren't like friends or anything. We were acquaintances at the time. Like we were friends
Because you
back
don't live close to each other, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And we were acquaintances more. We were friends back in the day when we both played basketball at the same gym growing up. But, like obviously you lose touch with people that are like your childhood friends, whatever. And
Try to get his ass down here in February, for fuck's sake.
yeah, I want to. I think he'd have a blast, honestly.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I started Googling drop shipping and just trying to figure out as much as I could about it. I took this really, really basic course on Udemy, super outdated now. And from there, I just kept scaling the business, kept listing more items, started with more of an optimization method. And just taking items from Home Depot, Bed Bath & Beyond, Lowe's, Walmart, and listing them onto eBay using, an optimized title. And
did that work?
I mean, it worked at the time because it was perfect. Like, we had this discussion when I was in Nicaragua.
Yeah.
You with Becky and like how at the time before eBay dropshipping was like so mainstream, I got into it. I feel like when it just started emerging into this huge thing.
Yeah.
So I got into it luckily at a time where I could list a bunch of items with, SEO title and at a 1.4 markup, make a few sales a day. All the sales were high margin though. Yeah. And, I was making a decent amount of money.
All right, hold on. Guys, there are 48 of you motherfuckers watching my video and only 7 likes. Like, this is Cyber Mondays, and we both make way too much money to be doing this video and not getting likes in our fucking video. So like my shit. Tyler is here with a whole different strategy. He's automated his business. So, and that one cunt who dislike my video definitely going to get genital herpes. But yeah. Check out Tyler's channel in the description. There's also a link to his course. There's $50 off. This is pretty much Bentley costs $100,000. This is pretty much for the money that you're gonna spend. Maybe the most valuable course out there. I'm the one. Sorry to cut you off, Tyler, but I am the one. Like when Tyler came to Nicaragua, I was encouraging you to do a course. There are some guys who have courses for $500, $1,000, $2,000. When I started to drop ship, I didn't have $1,000. I didn't have $500 to pay for any course. So I appreciate the regular price for Tyler's course right now is $150. There's a discount code in the description for like $50 off. So you can spend like $100 on it. So I appreciate you coming in with this course at this price for these guys. So guys, go check that shit out. Anyway, Tyler, and subscribe to Tyler's YouTube channel. But yeah, go ahead, Tyler. Sorry.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Mark. So yeah, anyways, after 6 months of doing the optimization method, I started building out the strategy that I use now, which is more of an automated strategy with software that automatically orders my products. I started getting big on using Amazon as a source and all of that. And I quit my job 6 months after I started doing the eBay dropshipping. Since then I've been able to hire VAs.
How old are you, Tyler?
I'm 26. So.
You're young motherfuckers. Like, I wish I could have started the shit. I'm 35. I've been drop shipping, since I was 28. But still, that was before, like, all the social media stuff. And
what's funny, though, about, like, me being 26? I started when I was 24.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting. Or was I 25? What was February 2017? No, I was 25. Sorry, I lied. Anyway. What's interesting, though, is I feel like I'm like old school when it comes to drop shipping because I've been in it for almost 2 years, even though like I'm not. You know what I mean? Like I'm not old school like you are, but there's so many people that are finding out about it now or like this, the past few months. But yeah, I've been doing it for 2 years now, and I've been doing it full time for almost a year and a half. So it's kind of crazy to think how quickly everything has developed the way it has.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know I'm not old school. Just in my head, I'm old school, even though I'm young.
Because now we have all these guys. We have a ton of people on YouTube now. Like the Honest Dropshippers group has almost 50,000 members, dude. Like that is so nuts, right? Like that is fucking crazy.
I can't believe how big. And when I went down to Nicaragua, I think you only had like 12,000 subscribers.
Right.
Maybe less.
Yeah, exactly.
And I thought it was huge. And I was like, oh my God, Mark's channel is so big. I'm getting on this huge channel. And at the time, it's kind of weird. I went down there without a course, without a YouTube channel, really no personal branding at all. And I just decided I would go and get on your YouTube channel for the hell of it. Like it was.
Yeah. So guys, the reason why I want to explain, people are like, I know some people are like, Mark, you don't sell courses. Why are you encouraging people to sell courses? And I want to address that because I got into eBay. I got into the YouTube thing and doing DSG and producing software because 99.9% of the people online that are selling courses are primarily now, we should be online for a while, for maybe like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and then I go live after with Jason. Like 99% of people online selling courses are primarily marketers, right? Most of them don't actually make money. Most of them only want to make money off of courses. And they're just actors. So imagine a Hollywood star starting a YouTube channel and selling some shit. That's how I look at them. So when Tyler came, when Becky was down there, I encourage those guys to start courses because I appreciate people who are not marketers, who figured some stuff out and then are willing to sell that information. And like Tyler, you showed me your sales and stuff without even asking. Like when guys come here, I don't even want to see the name of their store because I know I'll be tempted to snipe from the store. So I don't like to share that information. But I just want to explain why I encourage Tyler to start selling a course, because there needs to be more people in this space, in YouTube and internet marketing, and like selling like entrepreneurship education, that are not primarily marketers and that are people who actually figured out some stuff and could add value to people, right? So I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, and I remember sitting there and showing you guys my sales and stuff, because I always feel like validating what I'm doing to somebody, like, and actually proving myself is probably the number one thing when it comes to talking about, you know, any kind of business online, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to, and this is one thing. I was on Steve Rakin's channel earlier, and he was talking to me before we got on, and he was like, you know, you always have to be a practitioner of what you're doing if you're going to talk about it. That's the only way that, you know, people are going to really connect with you, and it's going to feel like you can't just because you're making a lot of money from something else. If you want to talk about eBay dropshipping, you have to keep doing eBay dropshipping, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Because I think what is interesting about eBay dropshipping so much, and Jason and I will talk about it when I go live with him, is that it changed so fast that you need to be doing it. Like when eBay made that change with the return rate and increasing, like you need to be in it and doing business every day to be able to teach. And I think that is even the problem with like, I'm big on entrepreneurship education, right? Because my whole family is in education. My mother's a teacher, my grandfather was a principal, and like, but in entrepreneurship education, even on the university level, a lot of the professors aren't fucking entrepreneurs. Like,
yeah.
And that is an interesting thing because you definitely, it's different in mathematics and that type of stuff. Like entrepreneurship changed so much. Someone who marketed a business 20 years ago would know nothing about the actual practice of marketing a business today because there wasn't Facebook ads and Google ads and all the shit. So this is very, like, I'm just saying all of that because like this is very fucking important. But anyway, yeah, Tyler, so go ahead.
No, so yeah, it makes sense. And I used to have a finance professor who always said, theory without practice or practice without theory is dangerous. So like you have to do both. You have to study the theory and actually be a practitioner. And, you know, you also have to, if you can't just talk about the theory, but if you're practicing, you know what I mean? Like it goes hand in hand. Like if you're practicing what you're doing, you need to study the theory behind it. If you're talking about the theory, then you need to study like the data and actually practice it as well. You know, sorry if I got jumbled up on my words, but I'm sure you guys know what I mean. But yeah, they go together. Like you can't have one without the other if you want to teach something or even do something.
Let me answer a couple things. I'll finish the tour of my house for fuck's sake. My girlfriend does not like this public shit, so that's why she's never in any of my videos. If you follow me on Instagram, she's on a couple of my Instagram posts, but she hates this public shit. Any other questions? Anyway, we'll take questions after. So Tyler, you know, all there was a drop in sales in April, and then a lot of people saying there's a drop in sales in October. How have you dealt with that? Like we talked about it before the call, right? Like,
yeah. So one of the things
sales like now, how much? Like you've told me before how much you're selling, but like, do you just talk about the drop and like what sales are like now? What do you expect for next year? How is Christmas? How is like fourth quarter going so far and that type of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because fourth quarter hasn't been anything special. The summer was really bad, but I recovered a lot from it.
What is really bad? How much sales is really bad?
Like literally, I hit just under 100K for the first time in like a while during the summer. So that was bad. So now
I just brought that. I wanted you to say that because selling $80,000 or $90,000 in a month is not that bad.
Yeah, but you understand. I was talking with you about it before I came on.
Yeah.
Right after I left Nicaragua, I had 2 months in a row where I did over 200,000 on eBay, and then I did 250 to 300,000 on Amazon, and leaving Nicaragua and accomplishing that, and then having a drop in sales to where I'm literally doing like 120,000 a month right now. It's a pretty significant drop in sales, but
and then you would also kind of freak out. So Leek Smith, I'll address your questions in a second, but let Tal and I finish this. And I'm sure, like, it took me about 3 years of drop shipping to stop freaking out.
Yeah, and honestly, like, the one thing I've done to combat it, the software I use is really good at creating new types of, I guess, listings and things like that. Like we have open box listings where we're drop shipping from Amazon warehouse deals. One problem with that is there's a lot of returns and a lot of out of stocks, but you figure out a strategy to deal with those things. But the new thing is,
but why would, sorry to cut you off, but let me just address that. Why would, this is just like no, don't be sorry, Leek Smith. Fuck. Why wouldn't you move all your all of those items to one account? All of the open box. Why?
No, I do now. I do now.
Okay.
So because the 4% final value fee, luckily I haven't been hit with it yet. Yeah. So like if you have too many returns that are item not as described, eBay tells me every single month I'm going to be hit with it, and they literally have always adjusted my account to where I haven't been hit with it. So
you have an anchor store, right?
I have 2, yeah.
Yeah. So what I suspect that I made I didn't publish that video yet. I suspect that the anchor store gets. I know the anchors. I have one anchor store, and I don't even need it, right? Because that account only has 1,200 listings. But you get better customer service, and I think they let you get away with more stuff, like more flexibility, because they make a lot more money from the guys with the anchor store. So guys, there's 69 of you motherfuckers watching my video, only 23 likes. It is Christmas. Fuck all the other reasons. I will spare you guys herpes for Christmas, and I will take some likes for Christmas. So give me those likes, motherfuckers.
Dude, what's awesome is, so in the past 24 hours, I've been on Jack's channel, Steve Rakin's channel, and your channel, and every single person is different. And so I love the fact that, like, you talk to your audience one way, Steve talks to his audience one way, and then Jack does another way, and every single experience is like completely different, and it's so much fun getting on these.
I think what is I know Jack, and I've been on Steve's channel, and I think what is interesting about me, Steve, and Jack is that I think all three of us are like real. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there are a lot of YouTubers that put on a show, and I know a lot of you guys may think I hate Jack. I don't hate Jack, but one of the things that I think is like straight up about Steve and Jack is that, like, it's not a show. Like, no one is fucking acting. Like, people, like, my kid is gonna end up saying motherfucker before he's 5 because I say motherfucker every day in the house. Right?
That's funny.
And I apologize. Anyway, so okay, so you said you selling about 120 grand a month.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're not seeing any. So that's what's interesting. Like, in July, I busted my ass to get up to selling $200,000 a month. I've always stayed around 100,000 for the past however long, 5, 6, 7 years, right? Well, what, 6 years? And when everyone is freaking out about drop, me being a psycho competitive person, I'm just like, fuck all y'all. Like, I'm gonna like scale this and get up to 200,000. And I can't wait for Friday because I do not sell in December at all. But I've seen a mix. So I've seen some people in my group get an insane jump, like Jason, who's watching us now. he's had the same jump. And then I've seen other people who've just seen like steady sales just like before. What have you seen with fourth quarter?
Yeah, so fourth quarter has been, I mean, it's been slightly easier to sell, but at the same time, it's not like it was last fourth quarter for me. So I'm like straight up with everybody about my sales and all that. It's not as good as it was last fourth quarter. In terms of like Black Friday and even today's Cyber Monday. I believe I was at like 3,500 before I got on this call on eBay for the day. So I mean that's decent because I guess
can't
it's
complain about 3,500.
I mean, yeah, no, I know. That's a good for today, I guess. But
let me see. I know I crossed 3,000 earlier today. Anyway, but yeah.
Today's relatively good for, compared to an average day, but at the same time, it's not like Amazon where, let me just look. I know right before we got on this call, I showed you
Amazon is retarded.
I mean, dude, yeah, like I've only done another 600 since then, but I mean, you can see there
this motherfucker still.
It's not Amazon, that's for sure, right? Like
$30,000 today. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, so it's interesting. It's interesting. We'll see how eBay goes for the future, but for now, I feel like I've got a really good thumb on it, and my sales are increasing as of right now.
And why? So guys, again,
just
in the description, there's a link. Those of you guys are new, like my video, subscribe to my channel if you have to be not subscribed. In the description, there's a link to Tyler's channel. Go subscribe to that shit. There's also a link to this course and a $50 discount as DS Genie. Go check that shit out. Buy the course, get the discount. It's the best value. You're paying $100, so it's a pretty good value. So I'm not too sure what more you want, but go check that shit out. So yeah. Tyler, what made you? We talked briefly about, and you've been making videos on your channel. Yeah, the inner circle is fucking real. We'll talk about that shit after. What you were making some videos on your channel, and fuck you can't just dislike my motherfucking video. I hope you get fucking clapped and fuck.
God, man,
what was I saying? Oh yeah, you started to make some videos about like starting from scratch. Why is it that you just wanted to like appeal to the beginners? Is it that you wanted, like, I personally build a lot of accounts from scratch just because I like to know. I don't like to be selling bullshit. So I like my main account. Like I have two accounts. The classic 365 that's now changed. And most of you motherfuckers have been able to follow that account. And I changed the name again. And then my main account, I realized a lot of people following it now. But I like to start from scratch just to show people how that you can start from scratch and still make money. Why did you start from scratch again?
Yeah, I mean, it's more of a way to, prove to people that I actually am who I say I am and know what I'm doing, and like all these things that I talk about, if I implement them, then I could build a new store from nothing. And that, because I mean, I've made $120 in a month off of 15 listings. Profit. Like I showed you my sales. I am at $18,000 in sales on eBay with 15 active listings in 1 month. And 56 sales. Oh, this is crazy. I sold a couple more things while I was on here. So yeah, now here's the screenshot of that manual account. If you can see that right there. So I mean, that's just like, it was more of a way for me to all right, I was just making sure it actually showed up in the chat there. It did. Yeah. All right, that was like you said, it was a way for me to prove to people that they're being lazy and they're making excuses if they can't do it, and some people it's not that they're lazy. They don't find the right information, or
come on, half of these motherfuckers are lazy. You nice.
I'm trying to be nice, Mark. Damn it. I'm trying to be nice to your audience since you abuse them.
Dude, like, it's so funny, right? Like, I've had 2 people in my inner circle. So in the inner circle, I give these guys homework, and I've had 2 people not do the homework on time for our call, And the first thing they said is, Mark, please don't call me a lazy cunt.
That's when they deserve to get called that, I guess, when they know they've done wrong.
Oh my God.
But anyway, so honestly, I've only worked, this is what's interesting too about what I'm doing. I keep track of the hours that I work on the store so that people can see how many hours I'm putting in versus how much I'm making. And right now I'm actually making $8 an hour. I've put in 16 hours into the store, and $8 an hour for a lot of the people that watch these videos is actually probably just as much as, they're making at a part-time job, like at a gas station or something. Right. And instead I'm sitting on a computer at home doing it for fun, like making an extra $120 while I teach people how to drop ship. So it's like, it's super easy.
And you still drop ship on your big account, and you still drop ship on Amazon.
Yeah. I mean, and this is a side project for me. Like if I can find 16 hours to do this, because I mean, let's be real. I'm just not trying to be too cocky here, but $8 an hour is not really, if someone told me, hey, you're going to make $8 an hour to do this job, I would probably say, okay, I probably make 40 an hour in my sleep. Like that's just, you know what I mean? Like that's just being real. Right. Yeah. So I'm not doing this for me. Like I'm not building a store for me. I'm doing it for my audience so they can learn and they can see the problems that a beginner faces, such as like, if an item arrives damaged, for example. In one of my videos, I showed people exactly what I do. This week, the video that I'm releasing today, I had an item that went out of stock. Like, what do I do in that situation? So it's literally teaching people step by step as I build the account exactly how they can build the account too. So,
and how many videos are you posting? I wanted to talk about that off camera, but I guess we'll talk now. How many videos are you posting on that channel?
I'm posting 5 a week right now.
Okay. So I've slowed down a little while since I started this inner circle shit, but so I've given up a lot of my rank in YouTube, but I'm going like a fucking psycho beast.
Yeah, I mean, your style of doing videos, I'm not saying it's easy, but it's effective, right? So like what you do is you just get on camera, you talk, you don't care if there's interruptions, you just upload the video anyway, and people still get value out of it because of the things that you're talking about in between those interruptions, whatever. I'm very like, I want my videos to be edited and, have all the ums out or the uhs out and the likes out, like I'm just saying now, Yeah. And I want to make sure that it flows very well and there's no interruptions. So
I know, and I know a lot of people. So Sam Business, the Inner Circle, is a group that I have. I do one-on-one training, but that's not what. Like I don't even have the link to that shit on this video. I do a video later today about the shit. But like I don't have. So like I can't script. I don't have the focus to be scripting videos. I don't like to edit videos. I like to do a video, upload it, and then figure out, like post it and see if people like it. I don't have the patience for that. So I will jump on the dropshippers group, look at questions that people have, make videos to answer those questions, and just upload that shit and keep it moving.
Yeah, and that's honestly it's the best way. It's kind of like bulk drop shipping, except on YouTube. And it's a good way to, it's a good way to do it, because I was going to say, for me to put out 5 videos a week, it's probably like you putting out, 20 videos a week.
Right.
In terms of the amount of time it takes me to sit there and edit. I'll do a video and I'll literally, I guess for some of my videos on Mondays, when I do this, when I update people on my manual store, it will take me a half day just to edit the video. So I'm spending literally half my day on a YouTube video that's only going to get a few hundred views and maybe might help like 5 people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, but that's just, I love it. I enjoy teaching.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Some people, I love it. I just can't deal with the editing because like, I have ADHD. I don't have the patience for shit. I'm doing a million things at once. I might start a video with a certain topic in mind, and then go so much to another direction. I have to change the title of the shit. So Sam, let me just say that I have 1,100 videos. By the end of 2019, my goal is to get to 2,000 videos, right? The Inner Circle is valuable, and I'm doing a video with Jason after. The Inner Circle is valuable because we figure out some crazy shit as a group. You get a year of DS for $1,000, so you also get a discount. And we figured out some crazy shit that I am not putting on YouTube. Like there's one thing in particular that I cannot put on YouTube. So that's the whole thing. The reason why I talk to Tyler, the reason why there's stuff that me and Tyler talk about that may be in his course, that may be not on YouTube. And there's certain things, like this is a business, right? We're all competitive as entrepreneurs. Tyler and these guys, I don't personally like to travel at all. I now have a son, so I can't, I'm not going to leave my son in Nicaragua alone. So I have these guys come to Nicaragua and we like go back and forth. So that is one of the reasons why we have the inner circle. That's why I talk to Tyler, Becky, Paul, Jason, all these guys. So like we put out a lot of content. I have like people have made a ton of money from Tyler's videos, from my videos, from the training we put out. But there's certain things like eBay. What I've learned with talking to Tyler and my group and stuff is that eBay dropshipping changes so fast that like we learn throughout testing stuff. So we end up seeing it first and then we put it out on YouTube because we have to test it first. But we've learned so much that like you still get it late when it comes out on YouTube. Like I published a video talking about my best supplies for 2018 was Kmart and Sears. Like I made about $100,000 this past year just from selling from Kmart and Sears, right? Like I published that like 2 weeks ago. I already made $100,000. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah, it's in the past.
Yeah. So and I'm still gonna make a ton of money next year and stuff. But there's certain value in us guys like speaking, sharing experiences one-on-one, comparing notes, and figure out what works, what doesn't work, what rises sales, what drops sales, and that type of stuff.
Yeah, and that's one thing. I mean, on my channel, I do try to share as much as possible about what I'm doing, but not necessarily like I guess how I'm doing it, because like you said, it is about us testing the things that we want to experiment with, seeing if they work, and at that point, we already know they work or not. But there is there's something in my course that I haven't talked about on my channel, and I told people I wouldn't talk about it. And that actually, it's a pretty much about how I can do a negative margin and still make a big profit percentage. It's kind of, it's really,
you don't even have to go into it because
it's counterintuitive, but if you watch the video in the course, I mean, it makes sense if you implement what I'm saying. But yeah, so that's the thing. I don't like, that's one of the only things. And I decided to do that when I made the course, because the people that want to pay for the course, I feel like
you need some added value. Like
exactly,
you need, like that's what I did in my inner circle. We figured out like it hurt. Like there's stuff we figured out in inner circle that I like desperately want to share on YouTube because I just make a lot of videos and I talk a lot, right? But like when you have people pay you for value, you don't want to just give it away for free also. You know what I mean? And like a lot of you've spent hours and hours figuring out this stuff. I've spent hours and hours and years figuring out this stuff. So just to like throw it out on fucking YouTube, like, and Jim says boo Tyler or boom. I'm not sure what he's trying to say.
Oh, that's this guy who trolls the forums and creates multiple accounts. You should block him. That's the guy that that's the guy that I told you just trolls nonstop. So he's got a mental health issue. Like, I'm being serious. It's kind of sad.
But who's John Watts? Okay. Is he? So what? He trolls your channel?
He goes by the name of like Stanilov or something on Facebook. Stanilov or I don't even know. But anyway, he's very. He just keeps making fake accounts, but I don't want to give him too much time.
I just got him.
Anyway,
so guys, those of you guys who are new there, one of you guys watching should like my video. Tyler's here. We'll talk about, so let's just take some question and answers. But in the description, there's a link to Tyler's channel. There's a link to his course. We have a discount of $50. So it's around $100 course. It's pretty much pretty much the most valuable eBay dropshipping course that I've come across, just because the price point, and Tyler actually sells over $100,000 a month. It's a totally different strategy than myself. I am the dropshipping sniper god. Right? I would not host another person with I don't know anyone else who has the exact same strategy that I do, but Tyler drop ships a lot from Amazon. He sells a ton. What's up, Kareem?
Kareem took my course, he said. I wonder, all right, can we get Kareem's opinion on it? If it's positive, Kareem, if it's not positive, please don't say anything. No, I'm just kidding. Kareem, yeah, I mean, if you could just give me your honest opinion about it and just any feedback that you want from the course, I mean, I would actually appreciate it.
And then Eric asked, what's your opinion on discounted gift cards? Eric has a whole issue on discounted gift cards. But let's get a couple questions because I have a group call in my inner circle in 2 hours and 15 minutes. I want to do another call before this, a live on YouTube, before I get on the group call. But let's take some questions, guys. So Leek Smith asks, so once more, would me making my own dropshipping software to find competitors on eBay, find an algorithm to find the best items, or does Diashini already does exactly what you just said, Leek Smith? I am open to anyone else doing another software. I have no problem with competition. I live in a cheap-ass fucking country. I have everything I could possibly want. So all the more money I make just either adds up to my bank account or goes to buying 2 Bentleys on an island next year. But what other questions? I'm taking your course now, Tyler. Tyler, are you going to add videos to the course?
Yeah, so basically right now people think that, most of the stuff pertains just to Sale Freaks, but I mean, yes, a lot of it does, but anybody using any type of automated software would get benefit from it, as well as some of the bonus sections, specifically like with my strategy, how I delete listings and how I add listings and, things like that. And like I said, my big margin strategy with pricing low still. All that stuff can be found in like the bonus and strategy section of the course. A lot of it is setting up, the Sale Freak software, all that, but it's not just about that. Like it's a course that you can get a lot of information out of, with other, you could use it at any dropshipping software, or even if you're not using software, you can definitely take the information from there and use it for your own benefit. And in my opinion, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Mark, but when I first started, I was just soaking up all of the information that I could. Like if all these courses existed back when I first started and I actually started seeing results without the courses, I probably would have taken the courses just to see what else I could add to my business.
Yeah,
even if the way that dropshipping works, if you find one thing that adds $10 a week to your business and you look at that over a year-long period, I mean, you paid $100 for a course that now just made you an extra $500 of income over the next year. So that's kind of my opinion on like getting as much information out of different strategies as possible.
And what about the courses too? So what I also try to do on my channel is I try to host people where the courses have some value and these guys are actually making money, because about taking a lot of courses, right? I think that's a double-edged sword in the sense that like I've taken a lot of courses that add no value. I've taken a lot of courses that I tried stuff and failed and thought that it was me, and then after I realized it was a course. So there needs to be some level of balance. Like if you notice, like the only person I have hosted on my channel with a course that I've never met in person was Paul. And like we haven't done a video in a long time. Everyone else on my channel that's sold a course, I've met in person and I've verified this stuff. And I think that is very important to me, because when I started this whole online thing, I was just buying every course possible. I wasted a lot of time. So I think getting a lot of the right courses is valuable. And I just spend a lot of time trying to weed through the bullshit and get to the real people.
Oh yeah, in my opinion, if Mark Augustine validates a course, then that course is probably a good one.
Yeah, I try really hard, because if you notice, I don't play the game. Dude, I have to shave. I didn't cut my hair. Like, I don't play this fucking game that all these people play of like, if I didn't curse, if I showed my house all the time, if I got some hot girls to give me champagne in the middle of my videos, if I had the Bentley already, and like when I buy the Bentley, I might buy 2 Bentleys, or 2 don't afford them, but that's another story. But when I buy the Bentley, I'm not even sure if I'll use it for marketing because I don't know if I want to speak to the people who will follow me because I have a motherfucking Bentley. So I take this whole entrepreneurship education pretty like seriously. And I really appreciate Tyler's time and you because we talked about Tyler when you were down here. I said, dude, you should make a course, right?
Yeah.
Because like I prefer to encourage people who actually figured out stuff to make a course to teach other people than people who don't know shit and just want to sell a course to make money. You know what I mean? Like I prefer to go the other way around because there are a lot of people who know marketing and market themselves and have a personal brand and all the bullshit and have little to nothing to add value. And then there are a lot of people who have a lot of stuff to add value and they don't know the marketing side of things. And I try to use my platform to help to like introduce my audience to people who actually want to add value yeah, I'm rambling, sorry.
You know what's interesting about the fact like I didn't make a course? So it's about the same time that Paul came out with his. And obviously, you know, Paul's done very well. He has like over 1,500 students or something like that with his $300 course. So you do the math there and figure out, you know, how much money that is.
Yeah.
But it's obviously, you know, that's a little depressing that I didn't do the course at the time. But at the same time, I'm actually happy I didn't because when I was in Nicaragua, man, I felt like I was king of the world. Like everything I did was going right. There was no challenge really that I couldn't overcome, all of that. And then the eBay sales drop happened. And I really feel like because I went through that and my course was made after that, I feel like the information is better. And, you know, I'm more in depth on things that I probably might not have been as good on before because it was too easy for me before. You know what I mean? So like I said, like I regret the money aspect from that point of view, like from an internet marketer point of view, I guess. I regret the money that I didn't make from selling a course then and someone else made. But at the same time, it's going to be good going forward that people can learn from somebody who experienced this and then made the course.
And I think, and what I think, I don't. How to say this? I don't think a lot of like I am only now figuring out the sales drop and all this stuff, and I think it's disappointing that there's a lot of stuff that didn't happen that people pretend to happen that make it seem scary to solve a problem. And now that there was a change in the eBay algorithm, no one has spent the time to figure it out. I think now people are spending time to figure it out. But a lot of these guys are so tied up in making money on their courses that like it's just like again, we have to go through these challenges. Like I was dropshipping on eBay for 3 or 4 years before I ever got on fucking YouTube. You know what I mean? So you have to go through the challenges to be able to teach all these guys. So guys, we've been going at this for a while. I have like a bit what's up, Steve? Steve Rakin jumped on the fucking
no way. Steve Rakin. Oh, he gave you $1.99.
$2. Tyler, you do that shit also. Steve and Tyler, when you guys throw money on my lives, I feel like a cheap stripper. Like a live model or something.
Yeah, I do the cheap ones on your channel. Paul gets the expensive ones.
You motherfuckers. I feel like a cam model, but I'm sexy. What can I say?
I gotta ask you a question because I don't have that turned on. Do you actually get super chats a lot, or is this just like just me and random people?
No, I get a couple. Like there's this dude in the UK that gives me £5 all the time. Yeah, there are a couple of people. There are a couple of people that give me super chats all the time. Steve, we have to do a video soon. And I've been trying to get Steve to come down to Nicaragua. I want to host his ass at Grind Camp in February. So
he's too much of a celebrity. He would need
Steve. Everyone needs to tell Steve that we want him at Grind Camp in Nicaragua in February. I'll pay Steve to fly down here and be our guest. So Steve, think about that shit. Seriously.
Yeah, you got to get him 2 bodyguards though.
I'm fine.
If you get over 100K subs, you need multiple bodyguards.
Dude, Nicaragua's not is safe, but these people think I'm a drug dealer, so I could be a bodyguard.
That's true. I will say and I just want to tell a funny story real quick, Mark, because this is my favorite story from Nicaragua. When we went to the club on the last night that I was there, and the guy that was probably a drug dealer came up to you, started like talking to you, whatever, and then he came over to me and was like, "Hey, man, nobody in the club will touch you," and I was like, "What?" And he's like, "I got your back. I got respect for you. I got your back." And I was like, holy sh- I didn't know that I needed somebody to have my back in this club.
No, but it had to be like a weekday or something. But I took you to some like sketchy ass club, dude.
Oh, you took me to a local place and we got a $20 bottle of what is the name of the
Florida
Nicaraguan
Cana.
rum?
Florida
Yeah,
Cana.
you got like a $20 bottle of Florida Cana.
Yeah, we went to a sketchy ass place. I like to. You went to? Did you go to San? Yeah, you went to San Juan, no?
Yeah, I went to San Juan del Sur, but I was sick,
Yeah,
man.
Ryan, yeah, you were sick.
I was like in and out of the clubs all day and like going back and sleeping on the bed, and the food messed me up bad down in Nicaragua. But I'd be better if I went now.
So in February we'll have like a few guys down here. I think we'll have a whole So Moza, we have a couple of UK guys in the industry. So anyway, guys, we need to end this. We've been going this out a while. So in the description, there's a link to Tyler's channel, a link to the course. There's $50 off. I don't know how long that $50 discount is going to last. So go check that shit out. I will have Tyler. Tyler, are you up for another call next week?
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm going back on my YouTube rampage. I want to post at least 2 videos a day. Today I might post 3. So I'm trying to get to 2,000 videos by the end of 2019.
That'll be sick.
Actually, yeah, Eric will be here in February. Jason will be here in February. Like, I think I'll get like 3 or 4 of the houses at Malibu for February.
That'll be cool. So, I'm definitely down in February.
So Steve, get your ass down here, dude. Steve Rakin. It's funny, one of my frat brothers did not know I had a YouTube channel until Steve sent out an email. And he called me, he's like, "Mark, how did you end up on Steve Rakin's channel?"
That's awesome. That's a good way to find out for sure. And that just proves how many subscribers Steve Rakin has.
Yeah, exactly. So guys, I'm gonna jump off this call. Again, check out Tyler's channel, check out the course. There's a discount code down there to get $50 off. I'll be live again on here in like 10 minutes. So Tyler, we go live again. We go live again next week. I don't know if you want to leave one more thing for the guys before you leave.
Yeah, no, I appreciate everyone that joined the live and asked questions and engages and all of that. Yeah, Mark is a real dude, that's for sure. Like I said, I went down and visited him. Can vouch for him. He obviously vouches for me.
Yeah.
Appreciate you having me on, Mark.
Yeah, dude, my pleasure. And Sam, I go live right after this with a member from the Inner Circle. So if you just jump back on your channel, you could hear more about it. So anyway, guys, have a good one. Subscribe to my shit, like my video. Later.
See you later.